Alright. Hello and welcome to another edition of Ero F2. As you can see, today this weekend in Ero, we are finally at Portimao. I'd say the long-awaited Portimao is a very, very difficult track to get a hang of and to build consistency or consistent pace around. Really, the race will be interesting. We've got a fairly good battle going on, or a very good battle going on, probably the closest alongside F1 and I'm sure a few other divisions in ERO. But if you have been keeping up to date with what's going on in F2, okay, so I just received the message. If you have been up to date with what's going on in F2, you will know that the top of the standings is, well, there's only 9 points between the top two. That would be Sniper, who's been the championship leader for the last few races now since he took his first victory of the season at Austria, and he's followed by Ken in the Alfa Romeo, who is on 95 points, 9 points behind Sniper, who's on 104 points, so the first man to break into triple digits. And you've got a Tapper very, very close by only 6 points behind Ken. He's still yet to take his first victory this season, so it'll be interesting to see if he's going to manage to do that. And then only 9 points back from a Tapper is his teammate Libanal, who's on 80 points, 24 points behind the leader, so still quite wide open at the moment, this championship. It'll be interesting to see who's doing what. Obviously, we still have the F2 champion of last season, Wagner, who scored his first points in Austria, but besides that is yet to finish a race. He's always really had the pace, but he's just not really managed to keep his car on the track. So hopefully for him, it'll be a much better race day today, because he most certainly has the pace. Whether or not he can utilize that, we will find out very, very soon. Outside of that, so just around off the top 10, you've got Sunset, who's shown some pretty good glimpses. Obviously, he's had a race victory in Baku. Besides that, no podiums, but he's had a few P6s. I don't think he's actually starting this race. I think I'm seeing names from different
F3,
divisions. Yeah. Wait.
I've been here the whole time. Yeah. Basically, I've asked F3 driver to join to fill up the gap.
Oh yeah, because attendance has been.
It was very bad today, let's just see. So we've got Fryer from F3, Masiek, and then that's it. We've only got 2, so that's up to 15 drivers today.
Okay, so there'll be 15, yeah? So we're waiting for, who else are we waiting for?
I don't actually know. One more. F2.
Yeah, I was wondering. Yeah, I said Sunset, but he's not at home.
No, it's 14. Super Thomas didn't check out on the system, that's why.
Okay, well, so we'll go with 14 then. To be fair, it should still be an interesting race. The track it does bring for good race. I'm not sure what happened in F3, but I think it's a track that does allow for good water racing. Whether or not it will be fully clean is another question, because the off-camber corners can cause quite a lot of havoc. I really like this track. Yeah, it is a good track, to be fair. It's very fun, very challenging. It'll be interesting tomorrow in F1 to see what everybody's pace is like, including mine. I've done some good practice today, so hoping for better results tomorrow. But yep, everybody's readying up, which is great to see. What do you think in regards to weather? You think we could see some rain?
Oh, if it rains, I swear. I swear. Like, this track is so slippery into the dry.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I've heard about it in the wet. It's really, really difficult. So
yeah,
that'll be interesting. Personally, I don't want rain, but whoever really wants rain. But around here, actually, no. I think a little bit of weather around this track would only be good. I think it'd be a good spectacle for everybody to take part in. So we'll wait and see what the weather is going to bring for us. In a few moments, it's a bit cold. Wow, the weather's really changing.
It's Britain. What do you expect?
Yeah, the weather's really changing.
Well, it was 2 degrees this morning for me.
Yeah, that's crazy. Damn. That's crazy. Alright, so who are you waiting for? Lupus. I've got a feeling there's going to be some rain in the air.
Low-key, please, no. If it's raining the qualifier, I'm actually screaming. Oh, I hate you, Loki! I actually hate you! Oh, you're a bloody arse! Oh my god.
Oh, this is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. The rain has come down and it's going to bring us an entertaining qualifier. Everybody on full wet tyres, so I'm sure they'll all be stunned by that one. You can see everybody still in the pit lane. Generally, you'd see somebody out by now, but it is going to be a fully wet qualifying. That's going to open up the strategy for the race also. So 17 minutes on the clock. We'll wait to see who's first out on the track. We'll look to the championship leader, Sniper. Yeah, it'll probably be Sniper. So obviously he's at the end of the pit lane as well. So we'll look to him and we'll wait to see if he is the first man out. But you can see everybody, most people probably don't have wet setups themselves. I was having this conversation earlier. Capricorns currently has the soft tires fitting.
It's not too dry. Oh, it's not Sniper out first. It's gonna be Fry.
So we'll go to Fry. There he is. So
oh my! You can't see the track. Jesus Christ!
Wet race.
Is it actually?
That's what Coutinho said.
Oh no.
Oh god. I don't know how to feel about this actually.
Well done, Loki. I'm quitting. Right, who's just got off out of the pit? Capricorns has actually got out on softs.
He thinks this is Russia or something. I don't know what he's doing.
Wow. Start on dry, 10 minutes into 60 minutes, whole rain qualifier. So it's going to be dry for the first 10 minutes.
In the race?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay then. So this has just got interesting.
so the weather is going to be apparently starting to dry. 10 minutes in, apparently it's going to be inters. And there might be inters at the end of the race, I think the senior means. Until 60 minutes, and that could be heavy rain, he could mean.
Okay, so yeah, trust me guys, you don't want to miss this one. Only 14 drivers as well. It's a shame because if we had a few more, I'm sure this would be even better. But watch Fry Pepper, who is going to be the first man to set a lap on the wets. It's a very, very tricky track in the dry, as JJ was saying. So, he's lost it in the final corner. Is he going to go into the barriers? He manages to keep it out, but he's in the gravel. And you can see it's going to be difficult, especially most people probably haven't done laps on this track in the full wet. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Meanwhile, low-key probably try hard on this. You actually? I swear, no.
I've not done any wet conditions. I've done only dries, only like normal conditions. But,
you better.
Yeah, the wet, but it's looking. I kind of felt like there might be some type of rain at some point, but heavy rain in qualifying is always good. But we'll watch Ken, the man who's currently in second place in the championship. He's going to be looking to take another victory this season and really take the fight to Sniper. The gap only 6 points separating them, and there's yellow flags in the final sector on the soft, so he's coming into the box.
I'm not going to question why he did that.
Absolutely no idea.
Testing conditions, it's not dry yet.
Well, yeah, clearly not. Yeah, no, this is going to be. We'll just stay with Ken on board because you're going to really see how he's going to struggle on traction through this turn. This turn 9. So let's watch the rear end here. So he's very, very easy, and there you go. He's lost it a little bit. That will probably be not a sight for sore eyes in this qualifying session.
I just realised what corner you're on about.
Yeah, that's going to be really difficult. It's going to be difficult.
That's hard in the dry.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of these corners really are difficult off camera in the dry. So in the wet, you're going to see, especially full wet, you're going to see some really, really slow lap times. I think in the dry, we're looking at maybe 116s, mid 116s, late 116s, or early 117s. So we'll watch Ken as he's coming through the final corner. You can hear he's only halfway on the throttle as well. Nowhere near full throttle. Fry Pepper goes P1 on a 32.5, but that'll get beaten comfortably by Ken. He goes 3 seconds quicker, and we've got Sniper coming through the final corner, the championship leader. What time can he set early on in this qualifying session? Really, what they'll do is they'll continue to go round and round, and Sniper goes 7 tenths quicker than his championship rival. They'll continue to go round and round and just bring the benchmark lower every single time, because really the wet tyres, you don't really need to box for new wet tyres. As Liam Cross goes half a second behind Sniper, and then RGB also goes P2. As Wagenar now goes P2. Wagenar still yet to score some big points.
No, that's not. Oh, he just jinxed him. Great.
No, this is a big opportunity for him to do so. I really hope he can as well, because as you said, he's got the paces. There's yellow flags in the middle sector. That's the final sector. I think it was a red ball.
That's floor. Oh, he's cut the mouse. He smashed into the wall.
Oh.
And guess what corner is that?
That's after turn 8. I think it's turn 8.
Yeah,
9, something like that.
It's the uphill right-hander, so he's flat out coming up over us. I just literally cut to him, but then I completely forgot as well the Red Bull's the white livery now. I completely forgot about that.
Yes. Oh yeah, it's white, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's blue on the map, but
blue.
It's white.
Oh yeah, okay. So who's that coming? That's Mr. BT. We're gonna watch Otapa coming across the line. We'll see what he can do, where he can put his car. So 129.3. So still some time to improve. But like I said, they'll keep going around. I think that is Fry again.
Ken's gone 4 times quicker, but he's nowhere near Sniper yet.
And Sniper, I believe, is coming across the line again. Is he going to improve? It looks marginal. He doesn't look like he will. No, he doesn't. Down 2 tenths, but he will go around.
Wait till 5 times up.
And we're right on board with Wage now coming through the final corner. You can hear them. Wow, it even goes a gear down in the middle. That's well, to be fair, it's full wet conditions, so I'm not really surprised. He's gonna come across the line and go on provisional pole by 6 tenths of a second. So good lap there from Wage. Now you've got Massiet coming into the pits. He's got damage. Watinho's invalid coming around the final corner.
Who else but Watinho?
Who is that? Capacox. Capacox is about to start his lap. There's an Alpha Tauri of Lupus behind. He's invalid.
And Ken's gonna hold it off the wall.
Did it go into the barrier?
No, he literally, if you cut to him now, you'll see how close he is to the wall.
Yeah, hopefully he can get that car out of the way quickly and not get a penalty. He's got a good gap now. So we'll follow Sniper, who's on the lap, as he's coming up to the middle sector line. He's just down by just almost a tenth. So he's not finding much time. We'll see if he can find it. He definitely won't find 6 tenths in the final sector. Otapa goes P2. Otapa goes P2. Improves by 1.1 seconds on the 28.2, the Mercedes driver. As there's a spinner, I believe that's is that Lupus is off the track. Yeah, Lupus off the track at turn 4, the exit of turn 4.
Oh, and as you say, that Capacox have the same movement.
Yeah, very difficult on traction for these guys. Like I said, a lot of these corners are difficult enough in the dry, so I can only imagine doing it in the full wet as Red Bull's getting out of the way of, I believe that's the Libanor. There's a few cars coming through the final sector. I believe that's RGB. Yeah, but he's invalidated. So watch Libanor. Is Watinho on the lap?
I think, because he invalidated his... No, he's invalidated again. It's just... I'm not going to question this.
Libanor improving by 2 tenths. He'll be looking to get himself up into the top 6. If there's any more time he's got in the lap, potentially the top 5. Quite a few cars coming into the final sector. We'll see if they are on laps or improving.
But remember, Libanor was one of those drivers who's actually really good in the rain, as proven by Singapore.
Yeah, so he looks like he'll hopefully enjoy himself. He looks like he's coming into the box though. Yeah, so it doesn't seem... Oh, Sniper's actually put on the inters.
Oh, that's a bit of a gamble, because it looks still quite wet.
Is that Otapa? I wonder if he's still on the lap. Yeah, no, he's coming to the box.
He's run out of fuel anyway.
Yeah, so it seems like they didn't really fuel too much. What I personally do when there's a full wet quali, I put in probably about 8 laps of fuel.
Yeah, because the tyres obviously... It depends on what the race is though, that's the thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because if they're going to need full wets, potentially, or if they're not going to need full wets, they could probably use 2 sets, but... I get what you mean. This Red Bull does actually look quite nice, to be honest.
I know, especially with the Japanese in the back.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But RGB's gone purple middle sector apparently. Let's see if he gets anywhere near the top 3. Comes to the line
he's really
now.
Pushing it in that final corner as well.
Oh wow! Wow!
Yeah, you can see he was almost flat out. He did take a lot of the curb on the exit, but he was really pushing it in that final sector, and you can see it paid off there.
Now I'm curious if the conditions are going to get lightening, because he's got even faster by quite a bit of a margin.
Ferrari, what?
Whoa, okay! Yeah, it's definitely getting quicker.
I was about to say the Ferrari Watinho coming through the final corner, and he's gone on provisional pole, but Sniper's put the wet tyres back on. So as Coutinho had a little moment over the curb there, so it seems like it's probably not gonna get to intermediates in this session. Oh no, actually,
Sniper's debating along with Liver now.
Yeah, I think they're debating right now. They're probably switching to see what is the quicker tyre at the moment. Anybody on the track? Wagenar is on an outlet. I need my remote control because my TV is going to switch off.
Mr. BT's on a lap. You've got RGB's invalidated, and then Coutinho, who's down by 2.5 seconds. As the cars are coming out, Wagenar everyone's on wets apart from Sniper, who's still in the pits.
Okay, I'll go on board with Wagenar. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, so as we're sticking to Wagenar now, turn 1. Keeping it flat as he nearly loses it there. The conditions are definitely going to be staying wet for the whole sector. The yellow sector, that is not Coutinho. It's Massief who spins up. We'll stick to Wagenar though, as Liam is now debating Inters. Wagenar comes second tie. He's half a tenth up on the first sector. Can he get anywhere near the time now? Sliding around the corner. Fry gets out of his way. Now comes the tricky right-hander at turn 8. And let's watch his throttle to see what he does. Down a second, up to third, and it's very gentle on the throttle coming uphill. And it keeps it going. It's Fry's one, not Fry. Wagenar's one of those drivers who loves mixed conditions. Let's see what he can do. As who's just jumped up there? I missed that. I don't know who jumped there, but I'm going to stick to Wagenar, who's 4 attempts up now. This will put him in provisional pole this week, but a lot of the guys are stepping into now. As Libidal thankfully stays out of the way of Wagenar. Wagenar's just got the final corner to go. Oh, he's invalidated! Wagenar's time was stunning, but he's invalidated just in the final corner. And let's see what it would have been. A 1:27.5, he would have been 4 attempts ahead. And he can't get this stuff either. But the Inters are starting to come out on a lot of the drivers now. They are deciding to pick it out. A Sniper's gone out on them. The Sniper's going for the gamble for the first car.
Okay, hello.
Hello. Wagenar was 4 attempts up and invalidated the last corner.
Yeah, this track can actually do that to you.
It was like the last corner. Do you remember Verstappen went wide?
Yeah, Liam's the first man out on the Inters, and it doesn't look like there's a particular amount of grip.
No, Sniper's ahead of him.
Oh, Sniper's on the track as well, yeah.
Sniper's gone for the gamble, but if you look, the rain's getting a bit lighter. But after the track's going to dry, though.
So how many minutes left? 5 minutes left in this qualifying session. It's going to be a very interesting race, changeable conditions, but qualifying is going to mean a lot because it's going to be an open choice of tyres.
Oh, Flo was P3,
yep,
sorry.
The Red Bull of Flo goes P3 on the wet. So the wet tyres still have the pace there. Obviously, those two top times were set on the wet tyres as well, but they're in the pits and they've fitted the intermediate. So we're going to follow Sniper around as he's going to start his lap, and we're going to watch to see what his pace like. And Ken is out of qualifying.
Oh, he smashed the wall on the left and bounced back on the track.
So that is the man second in the championship. He's not going to take any part in the remaining 4 minutes of this qualifying session. He's out, and Sniper is going to look to put his car on provisional pole. He's the first man out on intermediates, and it doesn't look too bad so far going through the first few corners, but you can see he locks his front right. He's got a massive understeer. He would have lost a lot of time there, but we're only going to know when he comes across the first sector line, which will be in a few seconds time. Not only one other or two other drivers now on the Inters, and he's down by 2 tenths, so not too much. He's not losing too much time, so this might be a good move here by Sniper. Yellow flags.
Kabakot spun out, but he's kept going, thankfully.
And he's on the full wet tyres. I feel like the track will probably come to the intermediates. Oh, and he takes that inside curb, and he gets a little bit of oversteer, but he manages to control the traction. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this session, so if he does get 2 more laps, he could well have the best of the track come the end of the session. RGB is now out and on a lap on those intermediates. So is Liam Cross. I'm not too sure whether or not they are improving. Well,
Sniper's down 9 tenths on this lap. So that's a bit of... Yeah, but Coutinho obviously could have his first pole here. this season.
Yeah, Liam Cross down by 3.5 seconds. Also, Mr. BT's out on a new set of wets.
Lucas goes to come P7 on some old wets.
So we've got 7 cars out on the intermediate tyres, or at least have them fitted. That's Libanol, Fry, and Mashik in the pits on the inters. RGB's down by 3 tenths in the first sector, so the intermediate runner's not finding enough time. As Mashik retires from the session, he's going to start from last. The inter runner's not finding as much time as they would like. Sniper's, well, he did a 29.8, but we'll watch him as he comes across the first sector line. 2.5 minutes remaining in the session. That's about a lap.
Hello, he's half a tempo.
And there you go. So the track is coming to these intermediate runners. We'll look at Liam Cross. He's about to start his lap. Where's RGB at the moment? He's coming through the final sector. Is he going to improve on his P2 and a 127.9? Is he going to displace Watinho, who's on provisional pole in the Ferrari? We're going to wait and see. No, it looks like it's not quick enough, but he will definitely get another run. So we'll go back to Sniper, the championship leader. As there's yellow flags in turn 1, there's a few cars coming through. Hopefully nobody gets...
Yeah, it's just the Merc and Ferrari stopping and let the Red Bull past.
Yeah, Sniper looks like he's down by half a temp, so it's still very, very close. If I was him, I'd back off and cool the tyres right now and then just utilise that last lap, because it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
It's interesting to say, because Libanel's came out on wets, Watinho's came out on inters. So,
yeah, so it's really at a crossover at the moment. We have no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah. But currently, so far, Watinho holds pole by only half a tenth over RGB.
And Sniper comes across the line and improves by a tenth, but it's only good enough for P6. So those intermediate tyres not giving him the grip that he wants at this point in time.
Well, he's got this last lap, and that's it.
And Liam Cross coming into the middle sector, but he's backed off. So I think he's going to try and use that final lap. Who else is on the lap? Mr. BT is pushing at the moment on the full wet. Oh, tyres and he gets out of shape, but manages to hold it together. Well done to him on doing that, because that looked destined for the barrier, but he's kept it out.
The conditions are getting better. Sniper's nearly a 10th up in sector 1 this time.
So who else is on the lap? Flo is in the pits. He won't come out. Wage now, that's his lap over. That will be the end of his qualifying as well. Tapper's on the wets, and he's coming into turn 1. So let's really see what's about to happen here. Sniper looks like he's going to be the next man to complete a quick lap. Liam Cross most likely invalidated, and Mr. BT got massively out of shape. So it looks like that could be all for the McLarens, or they're actually both going to get over the line, so they'll get one more lap.
Got 6 tenths quick.
Yep, and there you go. That is the sign that the intermediate tyres are the tyres to be on. Sniper is improving by 6.5 tenths. This is the championship leader. Is he going to put it on pole position and extend, or try and extend his advantage from Ken, who's in P8? Only 2 more corners to wait and see. There's a car up ahead. He won't steal a slipstream. Only 7 seconds remaining, so he won't get another lap. This is going to be it for the Williams driver. Is it going to be provisional pole or not? And it's not good enough for pole. He's gone P4. It's a 128.1. So whether or not that means it's still full wet. So Tapper's improving by 3 tenths. So Tapper looks like the man that could stick it on pole position. There's 2. He gets out of shape on the exit, but he manages to hold it together. Only a few more corners to go. Is he going to keep it on the track? He's fighting it all the way, and he's going to go deep. And it's unfortunate for a Tapper. That lap there could have been for pole, but it wasn't good enough. Wage now is going to come across the line and not improve. What's Frypepper going to do in the intermediates? He's going to improve and go P11.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I think Watinho's actually got pole position here.
He may well have pole position. A Tapper could have taken it from him, but a very messy final sector.
He span out as well in the last corner.
Yeah, so it's a very messy qualifying as RGB goes on provisional pole just by 0.02 of a second. What can Libanel do in the Mercedes? Goes P9.
Oh, Watinho can't get anywhere near. He's 17 milliseconds behind.
Yeah, so Watinho is not improving at the moment, but it still might be enough for pole. Mr. BT's done a lap and is only good enough for P7. There's a few cars coming through the final sector. I believe that's Capricoats, and he gets out of shape and he's going to spin out, unfortunately for him. Is anybody else on a lap though? It looks like that is not the case, and it seems like Watinho has put RGB has snatched pole from Watinho on the last lap by basically nothing there, unfortunately for him. But great job there by RGB managing to get in the lap at the end on those intermediate tyres, as others really did struggle to do that.
Yeah, Watinho's response to the F2 jar just sums them up right now. I can't say the word on stream, but you can guess what word it is. Look here, you looking at the chat now, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm gonna look. Yeah.
I literally tagged him and then look underneath the comments what he's put. Yeah, he can't win. So RGB, I think this is his first pool season, if I remember correctly.
Okay, so I need to look at the comments. Sorry. Vamos, yeah, RGB sticks it on pole. It was a brilliant lap there at the end, just to pip Coutinho. So he's on pole by 0.02 of a second, effectively nothing, but very close at the top. Flo not too far behind on the 28.0. Sniper, unfortunately, not managing to get onto the front row, but P4 is still a good starting position. He'll start directly in front of one of his championship rivals, Otapa, who's in P6, who really was improving by up to 3 tenths. He could have taken pole position, but it was a very messy final few corners for him. He didn't manage to get it across the line. Wagener in P5, so good position for Wagener. Hopefully he can score some good points as well. Last sector was amazing. RGB on top. Yeah, I feel like that we actually have a look at the sector times, because there's basically nothing between the top two. So we'll have a look at the fastest lap. So 25 to 34.4, 28.1, and yeah, you can see he took 3 tenths out of Coutinho in that final set time. Coutinho actually improved on his lap, but it wasn't enough. He improved by 7 thousandths of a second, but yeah, it wasn't enough. The final set of RGB was absolutely mighty. He took 3 whole tenths out of Coutinho there.
I'm trying to remember, didn't RGB take the corner flat in the wet conditions? If I remember
yeah. I think he was really throwing taking a massive risk, but you see only the top 7 covered by 0.3 of a second. In these conditions, that is pretty close. So it'll be a very interesting race, especially with the changeable conditions that we're expecting. I'd like to hear you guys' predictions in the comments. What do you think is going to happen? I personally have no idea because of the weather, but it'll be nice to hear your thoughts. Let me have a quick look.
Yep, okay, as they say, it is dry, so 10 minutes apparently for rain, but this game is so inconsistent, that's probably wrong.
So, depending on when the first few spots of rain are going to come in, will probably show us which tyres everybody's on. So I'll anticipate that everybody will be on the softs if the rain is expected to come in about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, because the soft tyres, I think, can last. Oh, and you've got the man on pole, RGB's on the mediums.
Oh, wow, that's a gamble. Let's see what the tyres are actually at. So, there's 3 guys starting the mediums. Wow. Fryer, Wagener, and RGB. Everyone else is on softs.
Wow. Okay.
That unless they feel that the mediums are going to go the distance compared to the softs, which might not.
Wait, so the rain, did Coutinho say it's light rain and then heavy rain?
Yes, so 10 minutes light rain for inters, and then apparently 60 minutes in it could be heavy rain, he says.
This is going to be interesting. So I'm not sure why go for the mediums then. It depends on when the first raindrops are going to fall, but because the soft tires, at least in my opinion, are a fairly good tire around here. They don't really wear too much, just depending on how you drive it, but what it will do is give Coutinho an advantage off the line and into turn 1. I wonder if he'll be feeling risky and look to send a move. Obviously, we know Otapa's always up for a fight, so whether he'll take that fight to Wagener and his championship rival Sniper on the first lap, we'll have to wait and see. Both McLarens lining up in P7 and P8 with Lupus and Ken, the man in second in the championship. Unfortunately, he didn't get to finish off that qualifying session, so he's going to look to find places. Libanal, Capacox, Fry and Masiek, those outside the top 10.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how the start's going to go, as Loki's saying, since Coutinho's going to be on the softer tyre. But I'm curious what's going to happen with the rain. And is it going to come early? Is it going to come late? Because this game's very inconsistent with this sort of stuff. But
I think mediums is the best strat here. RGB just big balls. Oh god. So quite a big gap between who is that? That's Wagener, I believe, who's coming up to the grid, and Lupus, who's the next car. Oh no, there we go. Yeah, Lupus and those lining up in P8 and P9. Quite a big gap there, but it should be okay in regards to tire pressure. So what we are going to do is we are going to watch the start of this race. It's a very long run down to turn 1. It ends up going downhill and it does bottleneck at the apex also.
Is it me or you this week? I can't remember.
I have no idea, but either way, there are 5 lights, and they are going to be on their way out as they are, and it's lights out and away we go. And Moutinho doesn't get a good start. Sniper gets a pretty good start back in P4. He's looking up the inside. Is he going to go for a move down the inside? No, he's not, but it looks like Wage now has gone for a move around the outside, and it looks like they're maintaining positions. No, Sniper's battling Flo into the first sector. He looks like he's going to make the move stick fairly easily. I do need to remember that Flo's car is a Red Bull. Wade's not on the back of Flo now. He's going to look to take P4. Is he going to send it? No, he thinks better of it.
A tapper has. He sent Mr. BT.
Yes. When he gets out of shape, Mr. BT has to go off the track, and now he's in a McLaren sandwich.
Oh, Liam's going to squeeze on the outside. Oh, what a move. Oh, no, he's still there.
Oh, this is not going to end well, surely not. Oh, Tapper gets out sideways.
That was Liam.
Wow, it's hard to follow. This is a lot going on at the moment. Capricorn's looking to make a move around the outside of Lupus, which turns into the inside. Mr. BT ahead of Libana still, who's picked up a few positions after starting in P11. And there's quite a big cluster of cars here. And Liam sends the move up the inside of Lupus, and he looks like he's going to make it stick. No, Lupus has still got the inside line, and they're going to go wheel to wheel all the way through the final corner.
Oh, here comes Ken.
Yeah, Ken's looking to join that party. He's lost a few positions as RGB does the fastest lap of the race and has maintained his P1 on those medium tires. So this is looking good for him at the moment. Waisner looking at the back of Flo at the moment. You can see that Liam Cross is about to go up the inside of Lupus into turn 1, and they're going to go wheel to wheel. Lupus just about manages to keep it on the track. Hopefully he didn't get a warning, but Liam goes through and gains a position. Now back up into P10. We'll have a quick look at the position changes.
But it's actually a nice clean start, at least for today in Portugal, since that corner is very bad for bottlenecking. As Mr. BT Liam's already got past Capricox as well. He's on a he's on a fight back already. So he's gone 2 positions already after he fell. Liam fell down 3 positions and has came back to get 2, and he's just behind where he started now.
Yeah, is that rain? It's raining.
Yep. So it came out very quickly. The rain hasn't even lasted. We only got 2 full laps done.
Interestingly enough, though, RGB's really got good pace here. He's actually managing to pull away from Moutinho, and Sniper's not managing to get past. So interesting enough there. But what we have got is a tapper on the back of Wagner. He's really not far off the back of that Haas. I wonder if he's going to be looking to line up. I mean, DRS is enabled, so not DRS disabled, DRS is enabled, although you can see spots of rain on the camera. So that means that these guys really need to, if it's me, I'm using the ERS as aggressively as possible the next couple laps, because it could be very soon that we are on intermediate tyres. You see Otapa getting massively out of shape. They're struggling with the rear end of that Mercedes, whilst Wagner is looking at...
hey, Lucas gets the first penalty today. And
it's yellow flags, and it's Masiak.
He's going to keep it going though, so I think he's spun out in the corner.
So Moutinho's starting to claw back the gap slightly to RGB at the moment. 6 tenths gap out in front, but you can see that the battle for the podium is really hotting up here.
It's because Moutinho's heeding your advice. He's pushing hard on the ERS.
Yeah, that is probably the best thing to do. The rain is coming down. I wonder when it will get wet enough. It still doesn't look, well, it's absolutely nowhere near a crossover. You can still see that the cars are not struggling too much. Mr. BT gets a time penalty. Trust me, we're going to be seeing a lot of time penalties.
Leave it out of
through laps.
As Adam had to defend the Liam who dove for the inside. And now Liam might be under attack by Capricox now by a bad exit on this corner.
DRS enabled, remember. We'll see if it's going to be a bit of a DRS train, or if somebody's going to look to make a move. And Liam, with Libanon's defending, it's going to be an easy move there for Liam. I wonder if Capricox is going to look to get through as well. No, he's not, as Mr. BT gets another time penalty.
Oh, God. But it's literally the start of Portugal 2020 now.
And one thing you can see is Moutinho is really closing down on RGB at the moment.
Because RGB's not using any ERS.
Yeah, so Moutinho is really rolling the dice at the moment on those soft tires. He has to use them, because if you don't, then it's basically pointless starting them. You've got to really try and get past and pull the gap on. Moutinho spins!
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, Moutinho! Libanon's spun as well in the same corner.
Okay, so the track. Oh, and I thought there's another spinner there, Fry, but he's just trying to avoid the ghost of Libanon. So Libanon, Moutinho spinning at the same corner. How unfortunate is that? But that does show that the track conditions are getting more and more tricky every time we go around. It is raining very, very lightly though. So that turn 8 or turn 9 is going to get more and more difficult. The gap out in front now 2 seconds. Sniper's managed to gain 2 positions and is currently 1.9 seconds behind RGB. You've got a little bit of a train behind Flo.
Yeah, RGB's still not using any ERS, so he's going to start losing his time. He doesn't start using this.
Sniper gets a penalty, so that's 2 races in a row now.
Oh wow, so you jinxed him. He's Mr. Perfectionist. Oh, he's got penalties. That's right.
Flo's gone off. Flo's had a moment in the middle of the corner. He's lost a position to Wazeman. He might lose another position to a tapper. Is he going to go for the move up the inside? Yes, he does. And Flo decides to back out, but he's going to get the move done just about. They make contact. Hopefully there's no damage there on Flo's car, but it looked like he probably got out of shape on the exit of turn 4. We'll watch them through the uphill right-hander. You can see the rears literally on strings there, and they're all really struggling to make it through. And as I say that, Liam or Mr. BT's gone off and he's got a penalty. Hopefully he's not going to get in anybody's way too detrimentally. Lupus flies past, and I think Mr. BT's got damage.
Doesn't look like, unless he's got side pod damage from going over the bump heavily.
He's got a massive understeer. You can see he can't turn that McLaren.
He's got front. He's still got his front wing. I think he's got side pod or floor damage.
Well, if he's got that, that's a massive shame, because that is effectively will be the end of his race if he has got that type of damage. And is there going to be a safety car? I wonder if there is. Would anybody be looking to jump in for the intermediate tyres? You've got a Ferrari. Bottino jumps into the box. As I say that, Mr. BT follows him. Fire Pepper will also come in. So will Lippin surely for the intermediate tyres. I wonder if the track will change in the next few laps. But there is a safety car.
Yeah, they have gone for inters.
Yeah, so Bottino, but to be fair, he won't gain any advantage because they will have to drive around to the Delta. But it just means that they will be the first guys to know whether or not this track is ready for the intermediate tyres. And if it's not, they could potentially box again. But at this point, I feel like it probably will be inters in the next couple laps by the time the safety car is coming in.
Yeah, as Bottino is now going to try and catch up to the pack before they get to the pit lane, because he has a chance, but he's going to be under a strict Delta.
When is it time for interslicks? Yeah, interslicks. You see, just remember Lewis Hamilton invented interslicks.
I knew you were going to say Hamilton 2020.
Just a reminder. But we watch RGB as he's coming through. So I just noticed that position change still on. So you can see the 4 cars at the back have gone for the intermediate tyres. RGB still on the mediums. Obviously, the leaders having already passed the pit lane. But it looks like it's very, very slippery out there for them. So surely they'll all be coming into the box. I wonder if this could mean potential position changes in the pit lane. RGB will have one of the earliest pit boxes. So will a tapper. Sniper's going to go right down to the end before he puts on any set of intermediate tyres. And he could gain a massive advantage from that. So we'll watch and see RGB who comes into the box. I'm sure they'll all come in, surely. I don't really think you have much of an option but to pit for the intermediates. And yes, they are all coming in for the new intermediate tyres. So we'll see how long RGB's in the box for. Surely he's going to get held up. He's going to get he gets a perfect gap and he will maintain that first position. So we'll watch Sniper as he's coming into his pit box, of course, for the intermediate tyres, and he's going to also get a smooth exit. Wagenar looks like he's got the jump. No, Wagenar stays ahead of a tapper rather. Ken is going to maintain his position. It seems like everybody's maintained their position. Nobody's really held up.
Ken got a position because the Williams getting held up.
Oh yes, Capricorns had to stack, yeah.
And then there goes Moutinho, who gets past Ken as well.
Yeah, Moutinho was really pushing at the end of that outlap as Mr. BT retires in the pit.
Yeah, he got a 5-second penalty, so he must have left after the penalty.
Oh, he probably had some severe damage. I think he had some side pod or floor damage, unfortunately for him.
He had to, because the car was held him so bad from there.
Yeah, so intermediates now. I wonder where this race is going to go from here. Still a very, very long way. We're nowhere near half race distance, and there's supposed to be some more weather on the way, so it's not going to be anything like interslicks that will take you to the victory in this race. By the way, they should really make that a thing on this game. By the way, interslicks, you should be able to do that.
All right, Mister, I wouldn't Spain. All right, we get it.
Oh, oh yeah, oh yeah. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah, so your Inters were dead, basically.
Yeah,
you said.
they were finished.
I'm gonna say one thing as well. Wage now got very lucky.
Oh.
Because that wasn't him pitting. That was his AI.
Oh, his AI pit.
Yeah, he got disconnected, so his AI thankfully actually kept him in the race.
Wow.
Yeah, if the AI kept going out, he would have not been out.
Yeah, normally the AI do some very dumb things, so a bit of luck there. For as Sunset says, let the fun begin. This is going to be interesting because this track is very, very slippery in the wet, as we saw in qualifying. So more than half races to go. Wet race is always funny to watch. Yeah, I'm sure we'll have some form of carnage here. RGB, the man who put it on pole. We'll have a look at the position change. Again, you can see there who's gained the most. Generally from Watinho dropping down 6 positions after spinning. I need to understand. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, turn 8 is what it is. The uphill right-hander off camera, that's turn 8. So Watinho's spinning at turn 8.
That's good. Turn 8's awful in the dry. In the wet, I can't even imagine what it's like.
Yeah, really, I think it's just about patience. You just have to be patient with everything. The turning, the braking, the throttle. It will be interesting. And also with the way that the brake bias is changed back, I wonder if it will just be the same as the last game, or if it might be more difficult to run 50 brake bias in wet conditions. Because I'm yet to try these cars in actual wet conditions. Interestingly enough.
Let's just not jinx it tomorrow as well, Loki, because if it rains, I'm blaming you.
Oh yeah, you'd be commentating. To be fair, I wouldn't mind a bit of rain. Probably not a fully wet race. Maybe
I wouldn't mind if it rained at the start and then dried up for like 20 laps to go or something.
Yeah, or even a wet qualifying. Actually, no. No. Actually, no. I wouldn't mind a wet qualifying. I feel like this type of track would be alright. The only tracks I don't like wet qualifying are like USA and France, because obviously you can't see the curbs. But
you can't see the track.
Yeah, the reflection, especially in the last game. I'm not too sure about this game, but when it's full wet, like the way that the reflection was in regards to the way they make the graphics of the game was just poor for visibility. And obviously, if you're not using line, it's difficult to know where to go. And it looked like a tap on waves that I made contact with, but I don't think they did. You see safety car in this lap.
So I'm curious when RGB is going to go, and if these guys are going to pit again or go to the end.
The Inter's a very volatile tyre. They don't last very long. When will RGB back up the pack is the question, because the safety car's only got a few corners to go and he's yet to send it. I wonder if he's going to try and do what Valtteri Bottas did and take them all the way to the start-finish line, because Sniper hanging back quite a lot at the moment. I wonder if he wants to get a little bit closer, because he's got waves now all over the back of him. Safety car still not into the pit, so these guys are really going to... Oh, and there you go, RGB's gone. He's gone, and you've got Liam looking up the inside of Flo, so he might gain a position there. Very, very good driving there from Liam. We'll watch this from Lupus. Is on board. Watinho also losing the position to Ken at the moment, and as Watinho locks up and they make contact, Ken goes off the track and he's lost about 4 positions there, and he's now dead last. You can see they're all really tiptoeing around the track looking for the grip, as RGB is really looking to sign out in front.
Since you have no DRS now, so it's all up to the drivers.
Watinho sends out the inside and he's locked both his wheels, but he's going to get the position.
What a move! He was fully locked. I saw that.
Oh, and Lupus gets out of shape. Is he going to lose a place to Libba now? No, he's not. But Watinho's the man on the move. He's back up into P7. He's still got quite a few places to go, but he's back in contention now. I wonder if he spun out because I went on board with him. Because
stay on him.
Oh, his yellow flag flies out the race.
So what's that going to be? It looks like it's nothing, because I would have reacted by now.
So just yellow flags at the moment. So there will be no safety car as Fry Pepper's out of this race. At the moment, not too many battles, but what we have got are a few cars that look like they've got similar pace. Watinho at the moment is the man on the move. He wants to get past Flo. Watinho's actually got pretty good pace.
Flo, he's got a better exit here. He's going to get the pace.
We've got a little bit of understeer in the dirty air there, but I wonder if he's going to look for the move. It looks like he's got quite a lot of straight line speed as well. Is he going to try and send it up the inside? No, he won't. I think he'll wait to turn 3 or after. I'm going to keep it in bounds. Might run a little bit wide.
As meanwhile,
we've got Wage now on the back of Sniper.
Yeah, RGB is just checking out.
Ooh, when Wagestar gets massive oversteer, but he manages to keep it together. Come on, let's keep it together, Wagestar. You can get a very good result here.
No, don't. If I see a hat on the side of the track, I know I'm blaming now.
Coutinho looked like he was thinking about a move there, but he thought better of it, locking both his front tyres. So we watched them as they come through turn 7 and the dreadful turn 8 as Capricox gets a 3-second time penalty.
Hey, penalty city, penalty city. But RGB is just checking out.
He really is. He has really got a pace.
Like, his pace around here in the wet is stunning. He's pulling away from Sniper. He's one of those guys who's really good at changing conditions.
Yep, 1.4 second gap. Sniper really has no response. Wagenar looks like he's a lot quicker than Sniper.
And Tapper's catching up to these two ahead of him as well.
So this is the battle for the podium positions. As Sniper's actually taken 4 attempts out of RGB in the last corner there. I wonder if RGB went a little bit deep or ran a little bit wide. But it looks like it will stay the same coming into turn 1. Nobody's really close enough to make a move. But of course, there's no DRS now that we are in the wet conditions. So it's really going to be more reliant on overtakes in that middle sector or somebody making mistakes. You've got a Tapper only 3 attempts behind Wagenar. They've all when he gets a little bit out of shape, they've all got a good amount of ERS. They are saving quite a lot more at the moment.
As you say that, Coutinho had a moment as well in the same corner.
Yeah, it must be very tricky conditions out there. Capricox really taking a lot of that inside curb and gaining time from it. He'll probably lose time on the exit. Yeah, he has, but nothing too drastic. Ken, the man in P2 in the championship, is currently running in dead last, so still quite a few positions for him to pick up if he wants to get anywhere near his championship rivals, who are Sniper and Tapper, currently P2 and P4 of this race.
As Sniper is keeping the gap on us now. He's keeping up to less than 1.4 now. Like, he's not letting him pull away yet, so Sniper might have a trump card of his pace and hiding it. So we're just going to wait and see what happens in the race, because you never know what's going to happen. With apparently some heavy rain maybe later in the race.
Wow, you can see some rain on the camera there. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like that or if Codemasters are just...
Oh, wait a minute, it's just got heavier. Yeah, it's definitely just got a bit heavier.
Well, if heavy rain is on the way, that means the conditions are going to get even trickier for the drivers. Of course, they experienced it in qualifying, but it's very, very different with high fuel on board.
Yeah,
So, be interested to see who comes out. There's a few positions swapped there. As Coutinho is fighting Flo, and Coutinho's going to get the move done around the outside. Or what a move there from Coutinho. I think he might have gone up the inside and then taken the outside for the next corner. So brilliant.
He's locked up.
And Flo makes contact, but hopefully he's got his wings still in check there. And Coutinho up into P6.
Because you did not want to lose your wing in wet conditions.
Yellow flags.
As Lupus, he spat out and
he's lost his wing.
Going. Oh, it's virtual safety car.
Yeah, he's lost his wing completely.
So the debris on the tracks calls a virtual safety car. Now, I'm curious if RGB is going to be... Oh, no.
Yeah, Lupus... Yeah, it's a shame. He's lost his front wing. Hopefully he doesn't retire or he continues to go around, because there's always opportunities, unless he's got like floor damage or something. There's always opportunities, especially in a race like this. So let's hope he can get back to the pits and get a new wing and some new intermediate tyres and get on his way.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's see, hope he can get back to the pits before the virtual safety car finishes. But RGB's pulling away in the virtual safety car while the Sniper's backing off.
Yeah, they're all weaving quite aggressively to keep temperature. I think the virtual safety car is about to end.
I think would have told us by now.
As Lupus gets a 3 second. So he's
he's
struggling.
Going to get to the pit. He's just getting the pits now.
I wonder if it will come in once he's in the pit. He's going to retire.
Yeah, he's sped straight in the pits. God, oh well. Yeah, there it goes. We're down now to 10 drivers after start was 14.
Yeah, so go on.
If everyone finishes the race, they'll get points. But I didn't realise the virtual safety was gone. I just realised.
Yeah, but no changes in the order. They all looked quite cautious.
But Sniper's much closer. It was 1.3 before the virtual safety car. He's cut 4 attempts away from him.
He most certainly has a second now separating the top 2 and 8 attempts back to Waisner and 8 attempts back to Otapa. So still very close battles out in front. Who's going to win this race? I'm not sure. At some point, I think it will come to one of these drivers. Liam Cross still sitting nicely in P5. If Coutinho can get past, I wonder if he's got the pace to get up to the top 4. At the moment, it seems like he does, especially after taking the being on the front row in qualifying. He most definitely has got the pace in these conditions, but whether or not he can make up the positions quick enough to get onto the back of those drivers, we're going to have to find out very, very soon. Not any massive battles going on the track at the moment, though. It's just Coutinho bearing down on the McLaren at the moment. 4 tenths gap between himself and the man in P5. When is he going to make a move? He's been quite aggressive on the brakes so far. You can see he's really gaining massively at the moment. I wonder if he's going to look for a dive on the inside. Can he make it stick? If he does, it looks like he's a little bit far back at the moment. He's going to go for it.
Word Coutinho. Wow. That was ambitious, but wow.
And he's managed to keep it together. Fair play to Coutinho. Let's hope he can do so for much longer, because he really does look like he's got the pace at the moment. And he's got, when Liam gets a little bit out of shape, but that, I think it's just normal to get out of shape on that corner at this point. I don't think it's possible to not get out of shape. So Wagenar still managing to stay behind Sniper. I wonder if Wagenar, if he was to clear Sniper, if he would be able to get up to RGV, because he's been within 1 second of Sniper for effectively the whole race, or since he's been behind him at this point.
Well, a tap doesn't allow the Tapper to catch up to these two battling, so unless Wagenar and Tapper are much quicker in the wet compared to Sniper, or it could be a case for setup for reasons.
Yeah, maybe.
As Flo gets 3 seconds. And Coutinho is way too far back to think of a move on the front stretch. So the race is like stealing out for the time being, but we should be expecting heavier rain later. We don't know when.
Coutinho is so aggressive at the moment. I think he's going to go for a move here. Or maybe he's going to get a better drive.
No, he lost the car. I saw it. He
lost the rail.
There's no way he'll go for it. Oh my! He thought of it again!
To be fair to him, it's some very, very good driving. I'd say that's probably one of the hardest things to do under braking in the wet. Brake late and have a look up the inside without actually smashing into the car and just side-ending them. And Liam gets a little bit out of shape.
Yeah, but it's the fact that Coutinho goes full rock and he keeps it going.
Is Coutinho going to look for a move up the inside here?
No, he's going for a better exit. He's going for a better exit, that's right.
Yeah, and Liam actually blocked off the inside a little bit there, but he's not going to really benefit Coutinho at all. But he's just all over the back of the McLaren at the moment, and he's just looking to find a way past, because he really does have the pace.
Yeah, Coutinho is the better exit here if he's going to have a chance.
And I think he's going to get it. Yes,
yeah, Liam wasn't
3 tenths gap. This could be it.
As always backed out Liam.
Throws it as well. Coutinho's flying over, but no, Coutinho really pushed it through that corner. Yeah, and he actually went a little bit wide. But is it enough to have a look around the outside?
Flo's pitted.
Oh, he's hit that inside curb. Flo's retired.
Oh no, not another one.
Coutinho's gonna send it, but he thinks better of it. Wow. So this is a great battle that we're seeing at the moment. Liam manages to defend well.
They had a great battle, Silverstone. This is yet another battle.
Coutinho's a lot closer this time, though. Is he going to look for the move up the inside? He's going to send it. He sends it. Oh, he defends well. Well done to the McLaren driver there.
He pinched him on the curb, so Coutinho had to back out.
Yeah, very well done, because he could have easily just turned in on him with no regard for his position and just destroyed him, but he left him enough space.
These two had
touched the curb.
Yeah, these two have had great battles recently, obviously. Silverstone, unfortunately, when it just wouldn't stream for me. They were battling a lot for almost 20 laps, if I remember correctly, in the dry.
What this is doing, though, is detaching them from the top 4. Otapper's also detaching from Wagenar himself. The gap between P3 and P4 now 1.6 seconds at the moment. I wonder if that's Otapper just looking after these intermediate tyres, thinking they could possibly go to the end, but we stay on board with the Ferrari as Liam gets massively out of shape, but Coutinho's going to get a much better exit if he can hold it together through the final corner. Maybe just a slight lift will bring him behind the McLaren driver. Yeah, that's enough. Out. That's definitely enough for it.
No, he's not, oh, I don't know. No, Coutinho has to go for it if he's going for this.
He thinks better of it. He stays behind. He didn't want to use too much of his ERS. And he clouts the inside curve. You don't want to do that.
Yep, it's further back. Ken and Livinal starting a fight now for the last position, unfortunately, now.
So let's see what camera angles they've got for us.
As Coutinho does not go for a dive this time. He knows he's way too far back. So it looks like he is starting to understand when to push and when not to dive. But meanwhile, RGB is still leading this Grand Prix after starting, and it's just been leading every lap so far. But as you can tell, the rain is getting heavier, so we could have wet maybe at the end of the race. We're just going to wait and see if anything will happen with 16 laps to go. As the podium may not be guaranteed, you know these guys might get penalties as the rain is very heavy on the halo now.
And have a watch at the battle still for P5. Coutinho's again a lot closer. Surely he has got to get the job done now. He's got a lot of ERS. Well, to be fair, they both got a lot of ERS. But Coutinho's really on the back of the McLaren. Is he going to go for me? Liam's going to defend the inside. Coutinho's going to use the ERS. And let's go around the outside. Is he going to be aggressive enough on the brakes? He's going to look for the switchback. Oh, he tries to go around the outside. He almost made contact. But Coutinho manages to keep on track. Is he going to send it up the inside? He does send it up the inside. And they're going to bang wheels. But it is enough for the Ferrari driver. He's going to try and now make it around the outside. Liam's going to defend it all the way. As they're going to go wheel to wheel down to turn 5. And who's going to come out on top? Is Coutinho finally going to get the position? He's going to try and make his way around the outside. He's going to get it done. He's going off the track.
And Liam takes it back.
This is an amazing battle between the Ferrari and the McLaren. I wonder who's really, or at which point is Coutinho going to get past? Because Liam is making it really hard for Coutinho, who at the moment has really got some good pace to really follow this closely. The gaps out in front are quite consistent now, 1.2 seconds, so nobody can get close unless somebody really wants to be the aggressor and use up that ERS. But at this point in the race, still 15 laps to go. So really, I feel like the race will unfold in the latter stages.
But if you've noticed with Loki, the rain is getting much heavier.
Oh yeah, it is actually, yeah. The spray is becoming more as well.
I know, but look at the halo as well when you go in the halo POV. Like, there is so much rain coming to fall, but Coutinho is still... It's going to get an absolute stunning exit.
Yeah, he's flying through that. He's been so aggressive through that final corner, but I think Liam is running a very low downforce setup. You can see that Coutinho just cannot get anywhere near him on the straights, but through everywhere else in the corners, Coutinho's a lot quicker. Is he going to look for the move up the inside?
No.
He has a look, and that makes Liam close the door a little bit. That could compromise his exit. Probably not enough for Coutinho to get a move done.
All this is helping is when Kavakap's catch up to me.
He's going to go for it.
Oh, here he goes.
He goes for it, and surely this is going to be the move done up the inside. He's left him a lot of space.
No, Liam's got better traction.
Yeah, but Coutinho's going to have the outside line. These guys are surely going to collide here. There's no way they're going to make it through these two corners without making contact. And is Coutinho going to try and hold it around the outside and make a little bit of contact? And and Coutinho's got through.
Wow, the fact they held it for those two corners side by side.
That was very good racing there. The fact that they managed to do that without... Liam was very close to spinning out there, but he managed to keep it together. So well done to both drivers. We're going to watch now Coutinho fly away, really. The gap between him and the top is 6 seconds. Now the gap between him and Liam is a second already. I wonder if Liam's got some damage there.
I don't think so. I think Liam's just been holding him up brilliantly, just enough to hold him back.
He's lost a lot of pace though. Capocox is going to come past, and it looks like it might be an easy one. I wonder if Liam's picked up some wing damage there. Yeah, I think he has. He's really...
Oh, no.
He's really slow at the moment.
As here comes Capocox now, he has to defend him now.
Yeah, Coutinho's got a 2-second gap already to these guys. So, and he's closing the gap slightly to a tapper. We'll find out very soon if Liam's got damage. Probably in the middle sector we'll know if he's got massive understeer.
Meanwhile, the top three have started dissing each other now. It's 1.3 to Sniper, and it's 1.8 to Wage now. So, I don't know if the Dirty 8 or the track's just starting to evolve for them, so they're struggling to grip up and keep traction on this track now. So as you can tell, it's getting much wetter, so we might have the wets coming out soon. So we have 13 laps to go, and RGB still leads this Grand Prix. He's having a dominant race here at Portugal. He took the pole and he's just leading every single lap since. So he could be on for a good result here for today, which could boost him back into a championship battle if he's lucky.
We'll actually have a look at that.
Alright. As I'm just going to keep an eye on the cars, because I don't know if they're going to pit, because the track is very soaked now. And none of the top three pits. As I've just noticed, Liam is now holding up Capcom's Adam and Ken.
Yeah, I think Liam's been struggling a lot, but you can see Coutinho's got some good pace. He's taken half a second out of a tapper since he's got past Liam. So I wonder how long until Coutinho is on the back of his good friend Otapa, and they have another battle for us here today. There's yellow flags and it's Ken.
Oh, it's Ken! Ken spun out on the first corner. He's got no damage unless he's got any floor or sideboard.
And Capricox is looking to get past Liam. It looks like he's going to get the move down into turn 5. Is he going to look for this? Oh, and they almost make massive contact. Liam's going to get the switchback. Capricox outbraked himself quite massively there.
Yeah, he's used to that now thanks to Matinho, so...
The gap to the top two, only 9 tenths now, so we look at the leaders who we've been away from for quite a while in this race because they've kind of just been running at their own pace. The gap is only 1 second between RGB and the championship leader Sniper, who's got Wage now sitting pretty behind in P3. They've dropped a tapper. The gap now between Wage and a tapper 3 seconds, whilst Coutinho's taken another half a second out of a tapper. Still 12 laps to go. It looks like it could be Inters to the end. I wonder if somebody will choose to put on a new set of Inters rather than putting on a brand new set of wet tyres, because that could be very beneficial.
Yeah, but the track is getting wetter, as you can tell, so it's probably going to get to the crossover period soon. Since these Inters are going to be at the point where they're going to start screaming now. So it's going to be when these guys are going to pit, and it will be significant enough to hold the position. Because I'm actually curious if RGB can do a clean sweep today.
Who's got the fastest lap?
It is currently, I think, it's RG.
Wow.
A 19.7 on mediums.
Oh yes, they were on the dry tyres, weren't they?
Yeah, at the start.
Okay, so yeah, the fastest lap won't be broken.
But the fact he did that on mediums as well, when everyone else was on the
softs.
Yeah,
very
exactly.
interesting though, the fact that his mediums were working quite well at the start of this race. Very, very interesting.
I think it's what cost Coutinho was his start was not very good, so he was able to pull away at the start and stay. So that's what I think RGB got, the perfect start, and then obviously just Coutinho had to fight back from that.
That Red Bull really does look good.
As Libanel gets 3 seconds now. Yeah, I mean, like, it's starting to grow. The fact it's only a temporary thing as well.
Yeah, wait, so when are they going to take it off of this game? Because they said it's...
They have no idea. Probably maybe the end of the season for F1, you never know.
Yeah, because they said limited time, but yeah, I guess we'll see.
It's a bit stupid. It still irritates me that they got this before the Gulf McLaren.
Right.
Yeah,
it's Codemasters, to be fair, no surprises.
Oh, Red Bull are paying us, or Gulf, you're not paying us, no. So let's look. Coutinho's now 4.7 away from a tapper, so he's slowly gaining time, but I think this is when the tyres are going to start pipping off now. Yeah,
now Tapper's not particularly fast at the moment compared to the leaders, so Coutinho is catching Tapper, but Tapper's falling away from the top 3 at the same time, so
but you've got to think about but Coutinho pitted a lap earlier, and he had a huge battle with Liam for a lot of laps.
Yeah, so his tyres should be in a lot worse condition.
Since he locked up loads of times trying to get a move done. But I'm seriously thinking it's rain now because it's wet. Because look at the halo. Like, there is so much rain now falling.
The thing is about the crossover period, nobody really wants to be the first person on the wet tires. Because you realise... You sniper.
Yeah. You know he takes risks, but he's got wayfarers caught up to him suddenly.
Yeah, that's the thing. Does sniper need to take that risk? Probably not.
Well, it is sniper you're talking about.
P2, I'd say at the moment, really, these guys should probably just look to stay out. Or if you're going to pit, I say you pit for new inters. I know they're waiting for, I think they're waiting for the wets at the moment. I think you've got two options: you wait or you pit for new inters. Because sometimes it happens that the wet tires, it really never comes. It's happened on quite a few occasions. For me personally, it happened in Hungary last season, where you wait for the wets, and then or you're waiting for something, whether it's wet or dry. When really sometimes pitting for new inters and just being about 3 seconds a lap faster could actually be the way forward. But there are only 9 laps to go in this race, so not too long left. So they probably missed that opportunity at the moment. So I'd say, yeah, what they are doing at the moment is probably making the most sense. But you can see Coutinho's still taking more time out of a tap of the gap. Now 4 seconds, and it might drop below that very, very soon. He's taking quite a few tenths per lap, and Wage gets out of shape on the exit.
Yeah, as meanwhile, Liam's been able to hold off Capcox and Livernow for multiple laps now, so I feel like he's just struggling in the wet conditions.
I think he's got damage, because the understate, and even the fact that he's not going anywhere near flat out through that final corner, he's lifting massively, he's even going to gear 5. I think he's got some type of wing or side pod or some type of damage that's affecting him, because for him to be more than 2 seconds a lap slower is unusual, as Livernow disconnects from the session.
Oh no.
Maybe see if you can throw him an invite.
Yeah, because I think his internet must have died again, so I'll get an invite.
I think the inters are switching off, yeah, because these guys are starting to use a bit more of their ERS, so it looks like they're planning for something at the moment.
Wait a minute, the rain's got lighter again.
Yeah, it has got lighter.
Oh wow, so yeah, the wets they must have managed the inters for a few laps, and then...
So if they're staying on these, maybe they're waiting for dry?
Oh no, I was gonna say nearly like 20 laps on inters is a very risky business. Since the inters are probably about like 60 at this point, I feel like.
We watch Capcox and Liam, and it looks like it's going to be an easy move for the Williams, but Liam's going to defend it as he has the whole race. They're going to go wheel to wheel down into turn 5, and it looks like it's finally going to be the move done for Capcox. We'll see how quickly he can pull away. Unfortunately for Livernow, he disconnected. Ken's had an absolutely horrible race, but with all the disconnections in the DNFs, he will still manage to score points as it stands, whilst his title rival is currently on the podium. But also to remember, who has a 3-second time penalty, so that could play massively into the result of this race.
Meanwhile, RGB is pulled away again from Sniper, so I think he's starting to push. He is starting to push even more now to get away. So it's going to be a question is to see, are these going to go to the end on the inters, or they're going to have to pit for dries, or they're going to pit for new inters? Since the rain is just starting to disappear now.
I wonder if they're going to no stop. Surely they'll be in puncture territory going to the end of this race.
Sorry, the inters can last like 18 laps in general, but to push them further is a bit thing. As my
yes, because they've been on them for 18 laps. Yeah, my timing glitched as well.
Yeah, that's great. This game is so good. Alright, so I can only see the bottom 3 time.
Yeah, to be fair, the gaps are quite consistent between the top 3 still at the moment. Coutinho's catching a tapper, so I think this will probably be the next big battle that we have on our hands. The Ferrari man absolutely flying at the moment, whilst the tapper might be either trying to manage his tyres to the end, or just hasn't really got that pace at the moment, because he's dropped off massively to the cars ahead of him.
Unless he's backed off to save his tyres.
Yeah, because that could actually be a smart thing to do. If you're looking to go to the end, you have to. There's no way you can go 100% and take how many laps on these tyres? There's 7 laps to go. That'd be 25 laps.
Yeah, the inters are one of those tyres you can't be on for that long, unlike in real life.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I'm starting to get my timings back now.
Yeah, so they come across the line, we'll see the gaps. What's the gap between Coutinho and a tapper? 2.5 seconds. Wow.
Yeah, Coutinho's on full
So
throttle,
Coutinho
literally.
looks like he's probably the quickest out of the top 5.
Yeah, cause he's pushing because I think the guys in the top 4 are starting to save. But at this rate, we're going to have a podium with Wage now and again.
Talk about jinxing it.
You can't say it.
Capricox hits the inside curb and he might lose the position to Liam again. They're going to go wheel to wheel. They bang wheels heavily. Hopefully, they make contact. Oh! Are they going to keep on the track?
Oh, Liam goes! He's been flicked to the side. But Capricox, that was a bit...
Yeah, it's a wobbly one because on traction he was struggling, so he had to turn out of it. And obviously, in him turning out of it, he's got the McLaren on his outside, so that was never really going to end well. Wage now has closed the gap to Sniper. Sniper's lost quite a lot of time there. The gap out in front, 2.2 seconds. So I wonder if Sniper's tyres are dying.
Is he in puncher territory? Question mark. Since we have another 5 laps to go now.
So these guys are going to the end.
Oh, this is not going to end well.
Oh, God.
It's going to be who can manage the inters for 5 more laps.
I wonder what conditions these tyres are in.
Yeah, so the inters at this point are going to be screaming for life.
In a few laps, they'll certainly be screaming, trust me.
Yeah, so I've got a feeling we're going to see at least 2 punches, I feel like.
I wonder if somebody's going to jump into the box. That would be very interesting. 5-lap sprint. How quickly can you try and make up positions? Because you'll be a lot quicker if you put on new inters at the moment.
Yeah, the track is getting much drier now. The rain's very light. But obviously, it's not going to be dry at all. So it is going to be inters to the end.
Yeah.
But it's going to be if these inters can last, or is anyone going to take a massive gamble and pit? So just got. The RGB though is absolutely storming away from Sniper. It's 2.6 now, which is showing that I think Sniper's backed off. Because there's no way Sniper's going to be backing off at this stage, but he's backing off to save his tyres, I feel like. So I'm keeping an eye on RGB's tyres, and his tyres look fine still. I'm going to see this. What is a suitable tower temp for intermediate?
Sorry?
What's a suitable temperature for intermediate?
Probably 70s.
But yeah, RGB's tyres are in the 73s and all that.
Yeah, 70s are fairly good.
But
Coutinho's got a 1.8 second gap to a tapper now.
Yeah. But Coutinho's tyres are on fire. Like, his rear left is 80. So I think Coutinho's going to struggle now from the next 4 laps. Because he is on the oldest tyres as well, remember?
I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm thinking, are these guys really going to go to the end?
They have to, because if they pit, they have to hold everyone else pits.
Yeah, they have to now.
Yeah, so they have to stay out. They're going to have to... Oh, the RGB has a massive slide! Coming out of the sector 2 line. I feel like the tyres are going now. Because he had a huge moment in the corner he never struggled on. As now we've got 3 more laps to go. But what is going to happen here? Is anyone going to have a punches? Who is going to win this race? We don't know any of this yet.
And Coutinho's got more ERS than a tapper as well.
But Coutinho's tyres are going to be are going to be the most dead at this point.
I feel like they'll probably be maybe by a percentage or 2, but obviously because it was under the safety car, he wouldn't have worn them out too much.
True.
But he's been pushing massively, he has. I think he's just got a very good pace.
I'm just worried that his tyres are going to be at the end when he's right up to the tapper, they're going to just go and he can't grip up anymore. But, I'm starting to worry now, because I'm worried something's going to happen.
Yeah, surely there'll be some type of tyre failure on somebody's car.
I really hope it's not in the top 3 because they'll be raging.
Yes, they will. And at the moment, Sniper's struggling for pace. Wagenar's very quick at the moment.
I'm not going to play Flutos.
Watinho's within a second, sorry?
I've just remembered, obviously, because Sniper, I've just remembered, has very bad luck during this sort of thing. Wait a minute. Okay. I've remembered Sniper has very bad luck for this sort of stuff.
Tapper's really struggling.
Yeah, his tyres must be off.
And so is Sniper. Wagenar's within half a second now.
Wait a minute. I don't know if it's just me, but his front right does not look right to me on Sniper's car. I don't know if it's just me, but it looks like it's moving. It might be just me, obviously, with the camera angle I've got, but...
Well, I guess it's this lap, and then we've got 2 more tours of the track here in Portimao, and what we've got here is Watinho, who started on the front row of the grid, who's had some brilliant pace in the wet. We've got him bearing down on, well, one of the championship protagonists in Otapa in the Mercedes. He's been catching him massively lap by lap after finally clearing the McLaren of Liam Cross. You've also got Wagenar closing in on Sniper, the gap between second and third, half a second. So those are the main battles on the track at this point. We've only a few laps to go, so we're going to wait and see what happens. These guys have all been on the intermediate tires for at least 23 laps. So whether or not they make it to the end, we'll have to wait and find out. Personally, I have no idea whether or not these tires can go this long. The pace is saying it can't, but only a few laps to find out whether or not they can.
Yeah, it's going to be, with 2 laps to go, it's going to be who can manage the tyres and not get unlucky. Since we've just got 2 more laps of this track now, and Portimao will be finished for the day. Oh, but I'm such on the edge. As Liam gets past Ken, as they're battling side by side. As Liam gets position. I'm starting to worry about that. No, I think Watinho's going to be struggling now for the next 2 laps.
Yeah, it'll be difficult to...
He's at 25 laps.
Tapper's struggling. Watinho's still quicker. You can see he's really on the rear of him.
But
is he going to look to set up a move going down into turn 5?
No, he's just following him along. No, he's way too far back now. But you can tell it's getting dry just by the ERS amount now left. Oh my, this is going to be dead to the wire.
Wow, is he going to look for a switchback? They're going to go side by side.
Oh my god, Watinho.
Tapper's definitely going to defend that.
Yeah, he squeezed him out. But Watinho is... I can't believe he's doing this on these old tyres.
No, his pace has been very impressive today. I've been very, very impressed with the Ferrari drive. Is he going to send it up the inside, though?
No,
he thinks better of it.
As
but the move surely will come.
RGB has just got 1 more lap to go to win his 2nd race of the season. As he's coming down the last corner now, just 1 more rotation of this track and he is finished. He will have a clean sweep if he can do this. As he starts lap 33 now. Oh wow, I can tell they're struggling. They're 6 seconds slower. But oh god, I'm so on an edge. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm on the edge. I don't know what's going to happen. Is Tapper going to hold off Watinho? Is Watinho going to get past him? Is the top 3 anything going to change? You don't know. Oh my, this is like literally on the edge.
So it looks like Tapper might just... Oh, Wagenar's 2 tenths behind Sniper.
Yeah, Sniper's backing off, I think, to manage his tyres.
Is he going to send it? Is Wagenar going to send it? No, he doesn't.
He's just lost 7
We're going to curb. We're going to follow them through this middle sector.
Sniper's just lost 7 tenths. I'm worried now. RGB has just got 1 more sector to go.
Going to get a better exit. This could be the fight for P2 as Watinho gets a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, that's ruined his race, unfortunately, but he's had a great comeback.
And it looks like that will be it.
RGB is going to do an absolute masterclass today and have a full-on clean sweep. Pole position, fastest lap, And most importantly, the race victory on Inters, which shouldn't have lasted this long, as he takes the flag, and Sniper and Wager will follow up on the podium. And a Tapper is going to hold off Coutinho for P4. Wow, I can't believe Coutinho didn't get a puncher.
To be fair, I can't believe none of them got a puncture.
I know, like, of all the tracks as well, this shows Portugal was actually a gentle track, it seems.
Yeah, to be fair, it's not too harsh on the tyres. Even the soft tyres can go quite like a distance.
10, 12. Yeah, but
I think it's pretty easily soft medium.
But this is gonna... Oh, Ken's crashed! Ken's trying to crash out. But he failed.
So there you have it. It's a Portuguese Grand Prix. It was a race of dry to intermediate conditions. I think we may have got heavy rain just only for a few laps there. Not enough to switch on to the full wet tyres. But RGB taking the dominant victory in the Red Bull, putting it on pole position, taking the fastest lap, leading every lap of the race. So he takes checkered flag and stands on the top step. It will not be Sniper in P2. He picked up a penalty. It's Wadesnar scoring his first podium of the season. So congratulations to him afterwards. He's been having a fairly torrid time this season in ERO, but a very, very good drive there to stay on the podium. You also got Sniper, the championship leader, managing to round out the top three.
So that extends his lead.
Yep, and his main rival, Ken, finishing in P9 after what was not a great race, after wasn't a great qualifying either. Tapper finishing P4, Coutinho recovering from his early spin to finish P5. He really, really did have good pace on those intermediate tyres, so a good result from Coutinho. He will be disappointed having started in P2 on the grid. Liam Cross, I think he may have had damage, but he manages also to pick up a few positions after starting P8. Kappa Cox P7, Libernal P8, Ken P9, and Flo, who didn't finish this race, in P10. I believe he may still score a point. I'm not too sure.
Oh, I can't believe this. I've just been told. You know what their time percentage was at the end?
What?
30.
30?
Yeah, the game's broken.
What?
So look at the F2 chat.
Wait.
Rotino said he had 30%, and Adam only had 8%. Yeah, this game's broken. I can't be arsed for this game anymore. This game. Oh my word.
%8 tire wear.
I'm lost for words. That is staggering.
Oh, on lap 20. Wait, what they put on?
Wait, not happy.
27% tire wear.
This game is so broken right now. They fix one thing, another thing pops up straight afterwards. Ja, die kunnen bossen, hè, Dona. Bloody hell, man. Fry had 24%. Not Fry, Wage now. Wage now. Wage now. Are you gonna speak? Well, he did.
Hello!
Oh. Well, it's nice to hear your voice again.
After 9 rounds?
Yeah, that's just... Oh, boy. Here comes Sniper. What's this? Wait, so, did you actually only have 20... How much percent?
24.
Are you actually joking?
I can send you some.
Oh, this game is so broken right now.
I think 24.
Sniper, what was your time percentage at the end?
20%.
Oh, this game is broken, man. This is... How?
Yeah. I was wondering also.
25 laps, 20%.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
With maximum pressures also.
Yeah, I know.
I was driving 2026 and 2027.
Yeah, he was driving the 2020 Ferrari Ridge, no?
Yeah, man, and the tire pressure.
And RG, what were your tyres at the end?
35%.
Alright,
Oh,
that's...
really?
Like, the fact that yours are 10% bigger than these two and you still won.
Yeah.
This game! They fix
Yeah.
one thing and they break another thing.
Yeah, believable. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Never
Well,
mind.
Loki, you still here?
Yep.
Did you hit all of that, I'm guessing?
Yeah, so the tires basically messed up.
The tyres are basically broken now.
At least the intermediate tires.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right,
On
we
the
were saying that...
wets, In
we were-
qualification, I put 8 laps on it, and it was like 5%, 6% or something.
I know, this game is just
In
so
qualification.
Oh, God. Okay.
But we're gonna start the interviews now with this broken game. Okay, we'll start off with Sniper, who got demoted at the finish line from a penalty he picked up.
Yeah.
With 2 races in a row, Loki said you've got a penalty now.
Yeah, but I will report it. I think I got 2 warnings in the same corner.
Yeah, that's
No
happened to me
warning
around here as well.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got. I don't know how the stewards are judging this, but when I only got 1 warning, as it's supposed to be, I have 2 warnings for the whole race.
Sorry, Matinho just sent me a message and I'm laughing at it.
Of what?
Turn 8 is like dating Taylor Swift. I'm not even the question now, but so Sniper, how did you feel about today when you saw the conditions were going to be dry and then wet?
I loaded the wet setup just in case, but it isn't much of a difference. And I think qualifying would have been even more interesting if there's a little bit the rain stopped a little bit earlier, maybe. But yeah, it was interesting. But in the race, overtaking is.
1 second, guys. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah.
That's you,
We
Tom.
hold on.
Well,
How long are we supposed to hold on?
I don't know, but I'm still mad at the tyres were that a percentage after 25 laps.
It took away the variety in the race with the deck.
I was like, alright, they're going to be probably like 60, 70, and then no, 25.
Yeah.
The logic was... Wait, so you got on the podium from a broken game, so how do you feel?
Sorry, hello?
So,
Bye.
Alright.
In the morning, I think my watch is going 4 o'clock Dutch time,
oh, God.
and I was going to bed around 12 o'clock in the
Use
midnight.
that wage now.
Yeah, it's weird now.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Don't remember his voice, eh?
Yeah, because I
that's
used to
what I
hear
said
him on
at the
I used to hear him on the podium all the time, but it's been a while. But congratulations on your P3.
He literally
Or
is
P2,
Sebastian
sorry.
Vettel.
Yeah, man.
And the podium loads times 2019, 2020. No
I'm
way.
not sure if you've asked the questions. I guess there's not really too much to ask, but I guess firstly I'd want to say, did you guys enjoy qualifying?
Yeah.
No.
No?
The
Yes?
last lap.
I switched off
Well-
my timer.
Well, Wage now invalidated a lap that was 5 times quicker. I was watching him when it happened.
I hate this game so much with track limits.
Yeah, Wage now.
I
I
was
think
not-
everyone,
I was
a lot of guys
not
did
on
the
the
same
line.
thing. Yeah.
Wait, sorry, Sniper,
Yeah.
were you saying something?
Yeah, I turned off my timer somehow, and I was crossing the line like 2 seconds before the qualifying was done.
Yeah.
Oh.
And with 1 more lap on Inters, maybe another improvement would have been possible.
Okay.
But yeah, I think you were. When were you on the Sniper? I think you were like P4 or something, or like P6. I don't remember correctly.
So
Before-
besides turn 8, what would you guys say is the most challenging part of that track in the wet?
I know what corner Wage now will say.
The last one.
The corner,
The last corner.
continuous spun.
Yeah, that's turn 8. That's turn 8. That one is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like similar to Malaysia in I can't remember what corner it was. It was left-hander
Yeah.
in Malaysia, middle sector.
Oh,
The
yeah.
hairpin before sector 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the left hand before sector 3. Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
So it's similar to that.
I would say the turn 4.
Turn 4.
Yeah. turn fours and whatever.
Oh, what's that? That's the uphill left-hander, isn't it? Yeah, that one's difficult as well because you're sliding. You're kind of sliding all the way through. You have to fight the car a little bit on the rear.
Yeah. But obviously, it's a good ring for you today, so it's my business. You've extended your championship lead.
Yeah, I saw that. What happened to Ken?
He spat out. And
so in qualifying, it really started from qualifying. He DNF'd in quali.
Oh yeah.
And then from there he was kind of out of position. So he was just So it wasn't. And then he had I'm not sure. I think JJ saw it.
He locked up when he was side by side with Tino. Remember?
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
And then he span out by himself.
Okay.
So it was a messy race. But for RGB though, you dominated really everything. You put on pole, fastest lap,
clean sweep,
led every lap.
Yeah, I felt really comfortable in these conditions. I don't know why, but
you use pad or wheel?
Pad.
Oh.
Did you say pad?
Sniper's like, oh no.
Oh, pad.
No, I don't say anything.
Yeah, I use pad as well. Well done. Welcome to the.
Sniper's like, I'm just gonna say this into myself.
Yeah. Don't have to complain about everything.
But in race, I noticed really quick that in turn 5, I could have more traction than Sniper and everyone. I don't know why. I used upshift into third and then ERS and go.
Oh wow.
All the laps exactly the same.
Okay.
But it was interesting to say the least, because obviously we had battles all over the track.
Yeah, there were some good battles. Watinho was really fast. It was quite unfortunate for him actually. He was very brave. I think he might have been quicker than probably a few guys in the top 4 because his pace was
it would have been a great battle between RGB and him.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously he put it on the front row, but I guess I went on board with him and he spun out, so maybe he felt the nerves a little bit when I started talking about his Ferrari. I'm sure you could hear the stream as well.
So I'm gonna ask Wayne this one thing.
Yeah.
Have you missed this?
No.
What?
Alright, wait, so do you want to be in that next race, alright?
Yes.
Oh god.
No.
He's turned into Vettel.
I'm happy to be here, and the only thing is, I can maybe get more points today. The only thing is, no practice at all today. I came straight from the circuit, from Os on the GP, go to home, and go back. I was 10 minutes for the race, I was on my place.
Wait, did you actually have any practice? Did you have a setup already?
No. I had the setup from yesterday. Yesterday, a small league of a friend of mine. I drive some laps.
I was going to say, if you just made a setup on the day, I was going to say, wow.
It was difficult, and because last season I was driving traction control and ABS.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It was for my I can no practice at all. I go sit in my play seat and going to race. That was last season. I go around the half of the season in the last races, no practice at all, going to sit and race. And now it's going to practice, and last week I joined CPI, and
So what, you only use one assist? Is that line?
Yeah,
yes.
Only line.
It's the only thing we can use in this division, basically.
Oh yeah, line, innit? Okay.
Alright, Loki, Mr. Everyone's like you can train with no line.
No, to be fair, I need to. If I don't do practice, I will not finish in the top 4 or top 3 where I want to finish. Really, any type of practice.
Alright,
but that's obviously F1. So
okay, so RGB, how did you feel getting your second win of the season? Obviously,
with the I don't know, a little bit confused because before quali I was practicing with little friends.
Quali friends. Friends. Sorry, I had to. Sorry, you said the story differently.
And it was on wet tires. And I was okay. I'm overheating tires. I'm gonna if the race is on wet, I'm gonna low down the the pressure because it's not worth it to go with all the pressure up. And in qualifying, I was like trying with the inches at the end, and I was thinking I could go faster. Sector 1 is wet, extreme wet. So if I could go like 3 tenths up from my time with wet, I think I did. Well, I said, well, this is done. Last sector is for inches, obviously, and I literally did the last corner full throttle.
Oh fuck, my game's broken. Is that in qualifying you're talking about, yeah?
Yeah, in qualifying, the last corner was full throttle.
Interesting.
Well, it's an interesting race to say the least, obviously, because I'm going to check the standings quickly to see where you are now, RGB.
Yeah, one thing I can now say, give me good luck. Next race, Monaco. No practice at all.
No,
where is the next race
We
actually?
have got Monaco.
It's not Monaco.
For me.
It's Monaco
For
got
me.
removed.
At,
for you.
9 o'clock Dutch time.
Oh, good luck.
Oh.
Wait, what's the next race in ERO though?
I'm going to check that quickly, 2
so-
seconds.
Monza.
Oh,
Monza?
yes.
Oh, that's the sprint race.
Oh.
Oh, that's F1 sprint. I can't even do that.
Yay!
That should be
Monza
interesting.
Now
it's
first
Imola.
position, I hope.
I'll be back for Imola though. That'll be funny.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, Imola will be good.
Well, obviously, it's a new track, but hopefully no one gets, dies in turn 1.
I feel good in Imola so far.
I've not really done enough of it. I can't even. My game's frozen. I can't even close app because then I'll end the stream. But I guess that will be all the questions. Or are you checking RGB's position in the standings or?
Well, I'm trying to find the standings. It's literally, I've lost it.
RGB is 4th.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
How many points behind?
10.
31 behind me and 9 points to Ken.
Yeah, RGB, you actually could have a chance now if you can keep your form up.
Yeah, if I don't have 2 races like in Austria and Singapore.
Yeah, let's just not go back in the past. Because it's like Sniper who's leading the championship, DNF'd in Bahrain.
Yeah.
Did the massive bit.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna end the stream.
Nice.
It was an interesting race. It was more strategic than anything else. Obviously with the wet qualifying and the wet race. But next week is Monza, so Monza's. If you remember F2 Monza last year.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, if you remember F2 Monza last year, you definitely would have tuned in for that one.
Watino killing everyone on track. Safety cars
everybody
galore.
killing everybody on track. Really,
I think we had at least 4 safety cars that race.
safety car restarts, everything. There was carnage everywhere, but that is what Monza does bring. Also good racing as well, but you already know chaos will ensue. But yeah, that'll be next week. We'll wait for that. Until then, from myself and JJ and everybody on the podium, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, guys.